Welcome learner in our science class for 5th standard. Learner, you know that all the organisms have lifespan after which they die and no organism lives forever. All the organisms are capable of giving the birth to the young ones which are either exactly same or somewhat similar to them. And can you tell me what is this process of giving birth to young ones known as? This is known as the reproduction. Reproduction means to produce again. Re means again, production means to produce. So reproduction means the process by which the living organism can produce their own kind is known as the reproduction. Learner, like mango tree produce the mangoes, dog produce the puppies, and cat produce the kitten. Similarly, the living organism produce their own kind, and it is the common characteristics of all the living organism. And when we talk about the living organism, it should include the plant also. We have seen a new plant grow from seed when sown in the ground. Where does a seed come from? It comes from some other plants, right? But have you seen all the plant have the flowers or the seeds? No, there are many plants, they do not bear the seeds or do not bear the flowers. Then how they can reproduce? They can do they reproduce by some other means? Student, reproduction in plant can occur by the two ways. First is the reproduction through the seeds that we discuss later on, and next is the through the different parts of the plant like the roots, stem and leaves. So when the plant reproduce through these parts, root, stem and the leaf, such reproduction is known as the vegetative reproduction. And how we can define the vegetative reproduction? The process by which the different parts of the plants grow into the new plants is called the vegetative reproduction. From parts like the root, stem and the leaves, from these parts we can grow the new plant. Let us now study how different parts of the plant are involved in the process of the vegetative reproduction. First, the reproduction through the underground stem. Learner, have you observed a potato carefully? It has small doors on it like these, and these doors are called the buds. When a piece of potato having buds is planted, it grows into a new plant, and several plants like the ginger, potato and turmeric are actually the underground stem, and these stems store food in them and grow into a new plant through their buds, and each bud can grow into the new plant. Whereas in some plants they grow from the pieces of the stem because these pieces have the buds on the stem, and such method is called the stem cutting. Like in the rose, we cut the piece of the stem and planted in the soil, and from this piece or this cutting new plant is grown. And the plants like the rose, bougainvillea, hibiscus and grapes, they all reproduce through this method of the stem cutting. Next one is the reproduction through the roots. The plants like the dahlia, asparagus, sweet potato are reproduced through their roots. When the roots of these plants were placed in the water, the lower end of roots in the lower end the roots will appear, whereas at the upper end the shoot will appear. And in the sweet potato, new plant arise from its roots through itself. And next is the reproduction through the leaf. Here you see the picture of the bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum have thick and fleshy leaves that bear the buds on its edges or notches. These buds on the edges of the leaves grows as a new plant, and when the leaves falls down on the ground or when the buds detach from the leaves, the buds start growing into the new plants. So learner, the vegetative reproduction have more advantages over the reproduction through the seeds. And what are these advantages and what are the importance of vegetative reproduction? Let us discuss one by one. It is an easier and time-saving method. The plants produced by this method take less time to grow, and they also bear the flowers and fruit earlier than the plants produced from the seed. And second, it is helpful to increase the number of plant. Like from a single plant we can grow the number of plant. Like in a rose we cut the stem of a single plant and grows the number of plants. And next is that it is also helpful to grow those plants which do not have the seed, like the plants of the banana, grapes, and some species of papaya. They do not have the seed, and this method is very helpful for such plants. So learner, that was all about today. Thank you.